Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of My Life as a Mom Should Be a TV Sitcom. Today I'm just going to go over a few things with you. I have a small short list. I think it's about 4 or 5 things that I wish I had known before I actually brought my babies home. People tell you all these things that you're going to experience, but it's a lot of things that you're just going to find out trial and error. It's sad that you're going to have to almost literally break your baby to learn these things, but let me just tell you, no matter what you do, no matter what mistakes you make, your kid is still going to choose you. They're still going to love you regardless. It's been moments where I've just been like, my baby just can't trust me. I'm just not trustworthy. But I'm still his favorite person in the whole wide world. Loves me to death. I don't know why. I've broken his trust several times. But anyway, the first one on my list is pacifiers are not one size fits all. Let that sink in. It might sound dumb saying it out loud. It might sound like duh. But in my head, a baby mouth is a baby mouth. So when I picked up, first of all, let me just say I was that mom that was like, oh, my kids aren't going to take a pacifier. I'm just going to exclusively nurse them. And I'm going to be his comfort, his source of nutrition, his food, his everything. Okay? But when I got to sitting around that apartment and I realized that I had not actually been able to zip my shirt up all day long. I'm sitting around with my boobs out, dry, cracking, chafing, burning, raw nipples out all day, feeling like if I rub this cream on it, he just gonna eat the cream off. And I didn't want him to do that. So I was like, oh no, we gotta go to the pacifier. This baby got to suck some besides me. So, went picked up the little pacifier, put the pacifier in the baby mouth. The baby goes to choking. And I'm like, wait a minute. Let me try this again, because I'm still not thinking he's choking on this pacifier. Dumb. Put the pacifier back in the baby mouth. Gagging. Clearly, it's the pacifier. I pick up the package that the pacifier came in, and I believe it said 6 to 9 months. And I'm like, really? I know Pampers come in different sizes, shoes, clothes, those types of things. But like I said, in my head, a baby mouth is just a baby mouth. So read the package of the pacifier before you buy it, unless, you just smart and you just automatically know those kinds of things. Anyway, the next one is, Huggies is running these commercials where they're showing the difference between when you have your first kid versus when you have your second kid. And then, a lot of times with the first kid, and we're extra careful. We're doing taking all these unnecessary steps to make sure that the baby is okay. But by the time the second kid comes, you're just trying to make sure it's living, healthy, and you're getting things done that's supposed to be done. So by the time the second kid came around, the dad was in the shower, and the mom hands the dad the baby. I guess they like, we're going to cut some time. You going to bathe this baby, and then you're going to bathe yourself, and we can get ready to go. That's another lie that you can get from TV. You can't bathe no baby in the shower. I'm about to tell you why, because I tried it. Thinking, I'm about to kill 2 funky birds with 1 bath and cut back on some time and finally be on time somewhere. So, got in the shower. I bathed myself. Called for my husband to bring the baby in there. Oh, I'm about to go on and wash him up right now while I'm in here with this good warm water and soap. Ain't no sense in me getting out and then fixing his little bath up and all that kind of stuff. Get that baby in there. Now, I'm wet. My skin is wet. The baby's skin is wet. So, that's already a dangerous situation right there. So, I have to hold this baby, this wet, slippery baby, with 2 hands and figure out how I'm going to add some slippery soap suds to this already dangerous situation. So I got this baby and I'm trying to figure out how I'm about to lather this baby up, standing up in the shower. And babies are doing that non-stop moving, wiggly, squiggly thing that they do. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. All I could do was holler for my husband to bring a towel and come save this baby life. Because me trying to figure out how to grip, me with my hands, wet hands, trying to figure out how to grip a slippery, wet, soapy baby, y'all can just imagine the chaos. Okay? Don't take a shower with your baby. You might be able to sit down in the bathtub and do it. But I haven't tried it because that was a traumatic situation. Next thing on my list is the umbilical cord stump. My stomach turned. Just the thought of that, that's one of those memories that I had pushed way back in the back of my mind that I said I never want to think about again. When you have a boy, you already have to deal with the circumcision healing. And then they send you home with that umbilical cord hanging off over, almost hanging over onto the penis that's already not healed. So a diaper change is just a chaotic mess. It's like, first of all, I gotta change your pamper fast so you don't pee on me. Then I gotta put Vaseline and gauze on the penis, and I gotta make sure I'm not bumping this umbilical cord that's disgusting and really grossing me out. So also my second son, his umbilical cord stump didn't even heal properly. Y'all, it's a mess. Like, if nothing else don't make me ever want to bring another newborn baby into this house, that disgusting umbilical cord stump situation is enough. And finally, on the list for today, because this is all I could think of while they at nap time, when your baby stops crying abruptly in the car, all of a sudden, you riding down the street and this baby is screaming, hollering. Don't panic like I did when your baby just stops crying. It does not mean that child is dead. Which is the first thought that came to my mind as I'm driving down the highway thinking, okay, don't worry, we're almost home. And I didn't even drive that baby in the car for a long time because I was afraid, because I couldn't see. I couldn't see if he was breathing still. I couldn't see if the sun was in his eyes. I couldn't see him, so I was nervous to drive in the first place. First time driving down the highway, he is screaming. And all of a sudden, he just stopped. So, in my mind, the only explanation for that is, this baby is dead. It's a terrible thought, but I think the worst. I always jump that far. I jumped way past, maybe he's just not upset anymore. I jumped way past, maybe he fell asleep. I jumped all the way to death. So I'm just saying, relax, calm down. When your baby stop crying, it don't mean your baby is dead. Because as far as I know, the only thing that can make a baby stop crying is it has to be comforted. But no, sometimes they just stop. All right, I'm going to go and think of probably 100 other things that I found out the hard way, and then I'll be back to share them with you all.